Judith Rigaud. Part 4, Montreal's Shadow, 1675. By the mid-1670s, Judith Rigaud was no stranger to hardship. Twice widowed, she had buried children and husbands, yet she remained unbowed. In a colony where most women clung to stability at any cost, Judith seemed drawn to the edge, where risk and survival met. It was in October 1675, at Trois-Rivières, that she entered her third marriage. Her new husband was Jean Laplanche, a surgeon. He was trained, educated, and carried himself with the air of a man who believed he could carve success from the rough soil of New France. Judith saw in him not only security, but a chance to rise above the narrow role of widow and debtor. They moved to Montreal, a settlement growing in importance, pulsing with the fur trade and the ambitions of men who dreamed of fortunes in pelts. Judith, now in her 40s, found herself entangled in that world. She traded goods, negotiated with suppliers, and according to her creditors, bartered directly with indigenous traders, the Iroquois among them. The records show her debts mounted. Merchants accused her of hiding fine hides and expensive garments while refusing to pay what she owed. One creditor, bitter and determined, brought her before the court. Among the possessions listed was a bed, valued at 500 livres. It was not just an item of furniture, but the symbol of her dignity, the one piece she refused to relinquish. "Sell everything else," Judith is remembered to have said, "but not the bed. It is the last of my France, and I will not let it go." Her refusal angered her creditors and added to her reputation as proud, even defiant. Yet it was not pride alone. That bed had crossed the ocean with her. It had cradled her children. It was the last anchor of a past that seemed determined to slip from her grasp. But worse than debts was scandal. Jean Laplanche left for France not long after their marriage, leaving Judith in Montreal. With her husband gone, she managed her household as she always had, independently, but tongues wagged when she was often seen in the company of Pierre Cavelier, brother of the famous explorer, Robert de La Salle. The Cavelier family was powerful, and Pierre's presence in her home sparked accusations. Some whispered it was business. Others whispered it was more. The most damning was the intervention of Abbé Jean Cavelier, a priest and brother to Pierre and Robert, who took offense at Judith's dealings and living arrangements. By 1678, her name filled the court dockets. Cases flew back and forth, creditors demanding payment, Abbé Cavelier pressing moral charges, and Judith fighting tooth and nail to defend herself. In April 1679, the courts rendered their harshest judgment yet. Judith Rigaud was banished from Montreal for 10 years.